You're wired in. SmallCapVoice.com. Following is a presentation of SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support. Now, with your online business briefing, SmallCapVoice.com's Stuart T. Smith.
Welcome one, welcome all to this online business briefing brought to you by SmallCapVoice.com. And as you just heard, I'm your host, Stuart Smith. And we're joined today for the very first time by China Modern Agricultural Information Incorporated. The company is currently traded under the ticker symbol CMCI. And we're joined today by the assistant to the chief executive officer of the company, Mr. David Linn. David, how are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Thank you so much for calling us all the way around the world from China. We'd like to talk to you first and foremost about the company. CMCI is consistent and growing and doing very well, so thank you for taking the time to speak with us, David.
Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to have this chance to share with you the information on CMCI. Thank you for your long-time support to CMCI. Please let me express my gratitude to all the investors who have been giving us their substantial support. And I sincerely hope that this representation can give you a better understanding of CMCI.
Well, thank you for that, David. Now, we need to go over the businesses for CMCI that you're involved in. In other words, for the listeners who may not be familiar with your company and potential new investors, would you describe the business model and market for CMCI for us now? Go ahead, David.
CMCI is a high-tech stock breeding company specializing in the production and sales of high-quality raw milk, and it generates operating revenue from the breeding of dairy cattle and calves and processing and sales of organic fertilizer. Meanwhile, we also provide professional dairy cattle technical consultation, dairy cattle breeding technical support, and agricultural information to dairy cattle breeders. Our farmland is located in Heilongjiang province, which has a humid continental climate. Additionally, the company also breeds Holstein cows. Holstein cows are well regarded for their abundant milk production and high-quality milk. Currently, our cows maintain a milking period of 305 days per year, producing milk that contains 3.5% fat. Each adult cow is capable of producing 6,000 to 7,000 kilograms of milk annually. We maintain strict quality control and testing procedures to ensure our milk products are of high quality. The milk production and the quality controls ensure that the milk produced is high in nutrients and active biological substances. In addition to selling fresh milk to Chinese manufacturing and distribution companies of dairy products, we started to stream revenue from making commissions from the local farmers on their monthly milk sales. Since June 2011, we started to sell our milk cows to local farmers in exchange for monthly payments from the local farmers on their monthly milk sales. The monthly payments represent the monthly installments, including interest for the purchase price of milk cows sold or a mix of the purchase price and the commissions for our assistance in arranging for the sale of the milk. Under the new model, the company would be able to spend more time and energy to continue products, marketing and market development, and lower the breeding expenses and operating costs at the same time. In addition, with more cattle on their own, the farmers would produce more high-quality milk with better initiative.
Very good. Well, listeners, once again, we are speaking with China Modern Agricultural Information Incorporated, traded under the ticker symbol CMCI. Use that ticker symbol to find the next press release we're about to talk about. On Monday, October 15th, China Modern released information about their fiscal year. It's been an incredible year for the company. So, David, I'd like to go over the financial highlights for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2012. Go ahead, David.
Okay. CMCI experienced good performances in the past 2012 fiscal year. Its revenue totaled $29 million, an increase of 19% as compared to the same period in the year 2011. Gross profit for the fiscal year totaled $19 million, with gross profit margin improved to 64% from the 2012 fiscal year as compared to 52% for the year 2011. Net income for the 2012 fiscal year totaled $17 million, an increase of 96% compared to the same period of last year. EPS for the fiscal year 2012 is 37 cents based on 47 million shares outstanding. And EPS for the year 2011 is 23 cents based on the 38 million shares. As of June 30, 2012, CMCI had $6.9 million in cash as compared to $5.5 million as of June 20, 2011. As of June 30, 2012, total current assets and total assets were $23 million and $59 million respectively. Working capital increased year over year by $15 million to $23 million as of June 30, 2012, as compared to $8 million as of June 30, 2011.
Well, David, next we should discuss the future for CMCI. How will the businesses grow over the next year?
Okay, in the fiscal year of 2013, the company will continue to push forward new business model to increase the production of raw milk and further reduce operating costs. The company also plans to set up a series of strategic decisions beneficial to the company, such as adjusting raw milk price, improving the rate of dairy costs, and building deep collaboration with dairy processing companies, etc. The mission of the company is to develop CMCI into a leading company in dairy cow breeding industry and the raw milk producing industry to return the shareholders and investors with excellent performance. Through the effective implementation of various operating measures of the management and carrying on the raw milk model as of the fourth quarter ended December 31st, 2012, the revenue of CMCI is estimated to total $11.2 million, an increase of 118% as compared to the same period in the year 2011. Gross profit will increase $3.9 million to $7.5 million, a growth of 110% as compared to the same period in the year 2011. Net profit margin is estimated to reach $5.9 million, a decrease of 13% as compared to the $6.8 million for the same period in the year 2011 due to the acquisition of $5.7 million from acquisition of Shangzhi Yulong Cattle Company in November 2011. Under the new business model, the company is committed to lower the operating costs and increase operating performance to create more value for the shareholders and investors. In order to further reduce costs, the company has started storing feed for the winter to ensure the breeding of the dairy cows, such as harvesting fresh grass in the 4,000-acre meadow to store 5,000 tons of nutritious winter feed. This practice will reduce 4% of feed costs at about $400,000 and generate another $300,000 net profit for the company for the fiscal year 2013. In order to further improve the operating performance, in August 2012, the management decided to increase the sale price of raw milk after prudent market research and close communication with the clients to adjust the price from $0.5 and $25 per kilo to $0.55 per kilo, an increase of 4.5%, which will bring 2.5% growth in net profit, or $470,000 growth in net profit for the company in the fiscal year 2013.
Well, David, next I'd like to discuss the management and leadership for the company. If you would, tell us a little bit about the management team and key leadership there at CMCI.
Today, CMCI has achieved excellent performance, which is to great extent due to the wisdom and unremitting efforts of the management. President Mr. Liu Enjia has been devoted himself to the research and the development of animal husbandry for long. Mr. Liu Enjia previously held a research position with the Chinese National Commission of Economics and as a consultant with the Heilongjiang Government Reform Committee. He has been providing research analysis for the National Economic Divisions. Based upon the objective and accurate understanding of the current Chinese market, Mr. Liu leads CMCI onto the right path of development and makes great contribution for the revenue growth of the company with his new business. And CEO Mr. Youliang Wang has 20 years of management experience and financial economic analysis skills. CFO Mr. Liu Yan has more than 10 years of financial management experiences, and COO Mr. Li Beiqing has abundant experience in the breeding of dairy cows and the knowledge of livestock propagation.
Well, for our listeners here in the United States that may not be familiar with the competitive environment of the dairy sector there in China, if you would explain if you have any competitors or not, and if you do, what competitive advantages does CMCI have over that competition? Go ahead, David.
Within the region of our business, raw milk is basically supplied by local individual farmers. There is the general dairy farms, all the self-run pastures of dairy-producing companies like Heilongjiang Feihe Dairy Company and Chihar Dairy Company, with the raw milk being used by its own rather than selling it for the income. Therefore, CMCI does not have any large enterprise competitors within the business scope for now. In the meantime, the new business model has largely improved the initiative of farmers, substantially advanced the milk production capacity, ensure the quality of the milk, and reduce the feeding expenses and the operating costs, which constitutes strong competitiveness for the development of our company, both at the present and in the future.
Well, again, for those U.S. investors not knowing much about this market, go over the dairy industry as a whole and the dairy industry trends in China. Go ahead.
The dairy product industry in China has a short history. However, the development rate has been inspiring. In the year 2011, the milk production of China reached 3.6 million tons with 28 kilograms per capita, which is equal to 20% of the world average level. With the fast growth of the Chinese economy and the increase of living standards and people's more attention towards the quality of life, the demand of dairy products has enjoyed a continuous growth as milk is of the preferred dairy nutrition consumer goods. Meanwhile, the dairy product industry in China is still in its early development stage. The development for raw milk as production material is escalating. However, lots of Chinese people have not formed the habit of drinking milk and dairy products yet, especially in the rural areas. The market for milk has not been opened. Therefore, at this point, the room for demand and business in China is undoubtedly large. The company will keep exploring new development opportunities to further perfect and extend the current industry claim, expand the scale of operation, and enhance our marketability to achieve more extensive development space for the company. We strongly believe CMCI will realize substantial growth of performance in the process of unremitting innovation and excellence. Once again, thank you to all the investors for your long-term concern and support to CMCI. Thank you.
Well, listeners, we want to thank David Linn, Assistant to the Chief Executive Officer for China Modern Agricultural Information Incorporated, for his time here today. Once again, that company's ticker symbol is CMCI. If you'd like to learn more about the company, you can do so by visiting their website. That link available to you here at SmallCapVoice.com. For David Linn, this is Stuart Smith saying thanks so much for listening.
SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support, provides its clients with the highest level of service. Our audio interviews are disseminated to one of the largest opt-in audiences available today. How? We at SmallCapVoice.com believe in aligning and affiliating ourselves with other leaders within the investor relations community. By sharing resources, each affiliated firm is made that much stronger and each client is served that much better. Our focus is to identify and provide the very best financial services and solutions available to clients and their shareholders. For more information about our services, please call us at 512-267-2430 or visit us on the web at www.smallcapvoice.com. This is a broadcast of SmallCapVoice.com, a financial communications and investor relations firm. SmallCapVoice.com receives payment for investor relations and financial consulting services that it provides to its clients. You should assume that officers, directors, and employees of SmallCapVoice.com or financial analysts mentioned and their families hold a position and intend to trade in these securities for their own accounts. This is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell securities. Information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be, nor should it be construed as, investment advice. As in all investments, an investment in a featured company carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the company thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This broadcast does not purport to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from the featured company and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by SmallCapVoice.com as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice.